We're going to come back to Arsenal in a few minutes, but I wanted to get some opinions on City tonight. Hamza.
What a game.
Is he gone? No, Hamza's there, so I'm going to go to Patrick instead. Patrick, City tonight, winning twice, threw it away twice, great goals being scored. What a first leg.
Yeah, first leg is good, man. For me, I'm looking at it as a positive because, let's be honest, we were going there without Walker and Ake, and we knew that Madrid, surprise, surprise, are going to attack the right-hand side and try to exploit speed, which they did. So for us to go there, right, for a City side that has been so easily countered this season and still in certain elements boast Madrid, I just feel like this game between Madrid and City are becoming a classic, and I just feel like I'm not scared of Madrid anymore. I used to be scared. Terry, we went there with a City side that's not as good as last year. They seem to have brought Jude in there. They seem to be faster now and more dangerous at this point in time, but we still held our own. To be honest with you, I'm disappointed that obviously we scored first with Bernardo within 1 minute, and then they scored with those two deflected goals. Yes, I'm going to make sure I emphasize they were deflected, but poor defending from City. And I think we were sleepy for a minute. But for Foden to come back, this is Phil Foden, who a lot of people keep questioning that. Is he that guy? Is he world class? Is he that? Today, another incredible goal from outside the box. And then another incredible goal from the defender, Josko. And look, Terry, it is what it is. It was 3-2, 3-3 going to the Etihad. I'm not crying. I am taking that all day. I wanted a draw, but I am looking at this Madrid team. If that's the best you can hit us with at your home, Walker is back in the second leg. I think this Madrid team is gonna hold another L at the Etihad. That's just me. But incredible goal for the neutrals and also for myself. Incredible game, incredible goals. Let's not take away from the Madrid goals. They were also good, especially the one by Valverde. Very good goal.
Excellent strike.
Yeah, how about yourself, Hamza? What did you make of your team's performance tonight? Because it is a hard place to go. They had the roof shut, 81,000 people. You did throw 2 leads away, but you're in the commanding position for the next round.
And what a performance by Manchester City. Listen, before the game, Madrid fans called it revenge. They said they're going to revenge it tonight. That's what they said. They were saying it's going to be a beating. They were hurt with the 4-1 defeat when we beat them 5-1 on aggregate. Before the game, they begged their UEFA to shut the roof, which I just thought to create that atmosphere we had at the Etihad. And then they also, the players came out there saying that they need white shirts and make sure that this is the most intimidating game they've ever had. They made those empty threats for nothing. And so we came there with Edison out, Ake out, Stone's not fully fit. Vardy was in the last. People didn't think that Vardy is going to play. Ake was out. Kevin De Bruyne was sick. And we came there. There's a reason why Iker Casillas said that the best teams in Europe in the last 10 years was Real Madrid and Man City. The respect that we've earned in Europe is so great. Coming to that game, we scored the first goal within 2 minutes. Madrid at the Bernabeu is not a place that you mess around. You guys know the Bernabeu. I don't think many teams have won there at the Bernabeu. And we've gone there and we had Madrid on ropes. And we showed them how to pass the ball. It was boys against men at one point. We were 1-0 up. They just sat back and were aiming to hit us on the counter. Whether you like it or not, you guys love praising Madrid and telling us the heritage of Madrid. This is a team that spends a lot of money in Bellingham and all that. And they just parked the bus and then they managed to get oh my God, like literally, they defected out to, oh my God, literally. I couldn't believe that goal. Camavinga from nowhere. And then guess what, Terry? They hit us on the counter again. And then they get another deflected goal. I'm thinking, oh my God, these guys are lucky guys. But then City had the composure. Pep showed why he's the greatest manager in the world. He's gone to the Bernabeu how many times and he doesn't feel phased. And Ancelotti was there. His head and then Fordinho, I call him Phil Foden. If he was Brazilian, would be talking about him, such an elite player. There's a guy there, people said generational talent, English, Bellingham and Bukayo Saka. This is what you do. You don't go to the Bernabeu and perform like that. And to go to the Bernabeu and hit the ball like that in front of Real Madrid fans, kept quiet. The whole stadium went quiet. You have to be at top level. And
I
then
think Foden, bro. I think Foden's best in the world right now. I can't
we
lie.
still had them on ropes. We still had them on ropes. Nearly 70% possession for a team that buys every player. I want Mbappe, I want Bellingham, I want Zidane, I want Figo, I want everyone. But a team that has the white shirts, 3 stripes, people say it's a dream to play for Madrid. It's a dream to play for Madrid. It is a dream to play for you. How you play, is it? And you all tell us Madrid is heritage. We should look up to Madrid. We had them on ropes 2-2. And then another one. Vardio, you called him flop of the season. Oh, what a waster. And I told you, have some shame, all of you. I've been watching football for a long time. Since the 90s. That's why I've lost all my hair.
Did you watch Serie A?
And what?
Talking about Serie A. Oh, yeah.
And Vardio, oh my. And I told everyone, if we didn't sign him, he's Madrid bound. Because these guys are greedy guys. These guys are greedy, would have taken him. And you know what? Vardio had an amazing game. Composure. He's only 21 years old. People talk about Saliba. Saliba was apparently struggling against the worst Bayern side. Vardio went to the Bernabeu saying, I'm 22. I'm not going to make excuses. What a hit. Top hit. Madrid went. They had to come out there. Oh my God.
You know what, Hamza? This is why, though, the other day when we were having this debate on the show, when we were talking about, when V's coming out saying that nobody expected City to be in the position they are in the league this year, that's why we're all laughing at those comments, because you're the best team in the world. You can go to the Bernabeu and be the most dominant side. Now, you didn't win, which will be disappointing, but this is why I want to hear City fans play. There's being humble and saying like you respect opponents, and then there's being like almost lying as if to say that you're not as great as you are. And I'm not saying it is. There's an element that's, I don't want to use the word easier, but coming through and developing a team this good with such a great manager with the experience you now have, what a great place. If you're a 22-year-old top-class defender, what a great place to go to be developed, because you've got quality in every position, a well-run club, a world-class manager, and you've now got experience around you that really helps you manage difficult moments. And that's just a beautiful thing. So, it's great, right, that you praise them, but then what you're doing is you're picking on...
Terry, Madrid had 10 players. I had an empty seat next to it. I could not get an extra player. I had Oscar.
Hang on, but your manager. Hang on, you've got a great. Have you or have you not got a great academy? Answer my questions. Have you or have you not got a great academy?
We got a great academy.
So again, you could have filled a space. But when you say look at your bench, so looking at your bench tonight, right, who did you have on your bench? Rico Lewis, who is absolutely
young boy, 18.
As an example. Is he excellent or not?
He's 19.
Is he good? So you've got Rico Lewis. Guys, please let me finish. You have Oscar Bob on the bench, Rico Lewis, Nunes that you spent tens and tens of millions of pounds on. Obviously, Edison's on the bench. He's trying to get himself fit. You had Doku on the bench. You had Alvarez on the bench. But I knew De Bruyne wouldn't come on. He was a bit sick before the game, but he was on the bench. When you say look at your bench,
you didn't say Scott Carson. You didn't
Scott Carson's your third goal.
You cover that.
Hang on a minute. I'm not saying you're the strongest bench in the world. But when you say look at your bench, it is full of top class, world class, and brilliant youngsters.
Well, how many world class players on the bench?
I'm not having it. I'm not having City fans say, look at our bench. It was so weak.
It's one of the best players on the bench.
But how many clubs have loads of world class players on the bench?
Look at Madrid. What they had. They had Luka Modric, Eder Militao, Lucas Vasquez. They had the young upcoming Ada Goulet. They had Brahim Diaz.
Hamza. You've in the same breath as you saying Rico Lewis is a young boy, you can't have him. You've just said they've got this young kid on the bench who's apparently amazing. That's one. You then also said Modric, who's 38 years old, and he's on his way out. You said who? I can't even remember who else.
Hamza, you are one of these. Hamza, I love you, Hamza. You're great, but you're one of these City fans. Doesn't matter how much people praise you or say how good you are. You always want to play it down like it's an even better achievement. It's what you've done tonight is excellent, but a lot of people thought you could get a result here because you are the best team in the world. But that is almost said to you, and it's met with, yeah, but look how bad our bench was, or that's how it comes across. Remember when I said a few weeks ago on a match reaction with you boys, one thing I'm envious about your club, so brilliant, is that when you make mistakes in the transfer window, you very quickly address them and fix them. You all took it like it was an attack. it's almost like, I don't get it. Maybe it's still the old City mentality. I don't know. But V, what did you make of your boys tonight?
Yo, Terry, thanks for having me on. You know, every time, hopefully the audio and everything's clean, but I got to show respect to Real Madrid. Like Professor Hamza spoke, record attendance. City coming to town, they had record attendance. That was a hostile environment. And we had to go into that match with no Ake, no Ederson, no Walker, no KDB. And it's probably not showing up, but that entire Real Madrid squad needs to be respected. I was hopeful to go into this game, and at worst, I was like, you know what? If we leave here with a 1-goal deficit, I'll take my chances. I am so happy for this draw at the Bernabeu. I'm so happy because it took 2 brilliant goals. Rodrigo, listen, quality, absolute quality, the composure. When you want to talk about other teams and players and attackers having composure, he looked like he'd been there for his entire life. He was like, yeah, I'm slipping this. I'm going to try to slip this between the defender and the keeper's legs. And yeah, it went off a little bit, but it was a brilliant performance. And then, listen, that assist from Vinicius, everywhere else, it's not an assist. But that was quality, and it took those 2 brilliant goals to actually equalize, right? Now, with all that quality at Real Madrid, I gotta speak on Phil Foden. I have to speak on him because we had no KDB. He was ill, whatever, maybe a little temporary virus, a little bug. So he had to step up. And it was unusual to see how inconsistent Rodri and Silva were. As brilliant as Silva was with that free kick goal, it was inconsistent how they were moving in that midfield. Foden steps up. Foden steps up with that goal, and it was absolutely brilliant. He was man of the match with all of that quality at Real Madrid. Volumes. He keep raising his level. He's showing that he's ready to be consistently in that midfield.
Thierry Henry in the Bernabeu. He did a Thierry Henry in the Bernabeu.
He did something magical today.
Something
magical. So I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy with the performance. I'm hoping that the injuries that is kind of listed below me and we talked about come back for the next game because that second leg is going to be intense. And I'll say this, Terry. Imagine if away goal still counted. Thank goodness this is gone. Thank goodness, because a match like this should be played team versus team, not this arbitrary, let's bonus you to an extra goal because you scored away. It would mean we were 6 goals today if it was the old away goal rule. I'm so glad it's gone.
The away goal rule was only brought in, though, because what teams used to do, they used to go away from home back in the day and they would sit and be really negative, and it made the first legs really hard. So they brought it in a way to encourage people to attack. And look, I think on Phil Foden, I tweeted about it. That this kid is he's world class. Doing what
for me.
His performance was excellent. The goal was out of this world. And I always hear people say stupid things about him. Like, well, tell me when he's done it in like a big or an important game. There's already a long list, but tonight's another one for you. And I just think the disrespect on Phil Foden is ridiculous. I know that he can't play every game in a run-in because you have to rotate, but he should be one of the first names on the team sheet now for City moving forward, because it isn't just what he does on the ball.
Player of the year this year? What do you think? Player of the year contender?
Potentially. I think player of the year should be discussed at the end of the season, because this next 7-8 games in the Premier League, Champions League, you crown him now, and then I don't know. Let's just name somebody else in your. Let's just say Rodri goes and scores 7 or 8 winners that win you 3 trophies. He'd probably deserve it. So I like to do it at the end of the season. But he's in the running, Phil Foden. There's no doubt about that whatsoever.